We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
To try again after the sack. Tannehill flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They are going for it. It's Tannehill looking here for Smith downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. They may have thrown the interception up. Obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Titans' 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught by Penning. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On first down, it's Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The 23-yard line.
On second down, it's Carson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
By Bobby Wagner. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
On second down, here's Henry. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Derrick Henry all alone. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans.
Derrick
Henry. 81 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
14,
On 3rd down, Wilson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This is Carson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Handoff to Chris Carson.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Just shy of midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it with Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Chris Carson.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
coming up on 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down, Pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd down now. It's Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
9-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Wilson now throwing on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, a quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. To throw is Wilson on 1st and 10. And he finds Penny. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Titans' 23-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, this one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
Jason Myers.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
The tackle.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Ordinarily, 3rd down is a passing down, but how about that explosive run right there? And when you get a run like that, that means everything came together. Offensive linemen, they didn't just get to the first guys. They got to the 2nd level to help downfield. And I've always said, any run over 7 yards means the wide receivers have done an excellent job blocking downfield.
Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or 2 at most. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
And it's 3rd.
Tannehill.
3rd and long.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
They snap it to Tannehill. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Alert. 55 is my guy, 55. It's a party now. What? Mike 55.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 40-yard line.
Not today, you are. Not today. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. I got one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Titans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55. You. Mike 55.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. A first down carry for Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
A gain of 15. First down, Tennessee.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Stop short of the goal line. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second.
And a busy night for Henry continues. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
55, Mike, 55. Wrap. 55.
Operating from the gun. Wilson, flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He's got a 1st down and then some in midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. From the gun, Wilson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
14.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Coming to you.
3rd and long. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a 3rd to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They run again with Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this carries into the end zone.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Derrick Henry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. They find some open field here. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 47 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Oh, yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
true.
scores
Filet,
3 times.
filet,
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. You ain't going nowhere. 55 is my guy, 55. Watch twist.
From the gun, Wilson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
Check 55 for Mike. Check 55 for Mike. I don't think you got it, son. Watch twist.
36 pounds.
Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 14. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
For the extra point.
He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Derrick Henry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. This is Henry. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Titans.
Now it's Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First down, Tennessee.
Now it's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Oh, bad Seattle memories on that sequence. Russell Wilson intercepted again by Malcolm Butler.
And let's face it, when we went into this game, were we not wondering, could that happen again? Would we have to talk about this? Would Malcolm Butler be able to pull it off? And he did.
They'll run on first down. Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 1-yard gain.
Now Tannehill. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they broke it, our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Titans 42, Seahawks 35.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Here we go. 37's the mark. Mark 37. You ain't doing nothing.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Here's Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And the Titans first down.
They'll run with Henry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
There you go. Right here. At 20.
Tannehill now to throw. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Tonight's final score, Titans.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. Shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the me y'all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Count it for and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Again to Henry. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
A 3-yard loss brings up 3rd and 13.
Now Tannehill. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
35-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, it's caught on the right side of Smith. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
At the 42-yard line.
Tannehill now to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big pickup of 38. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift.
shot. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And this time he is in. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. They'll run the screen with Carson. Carson, the first down and more, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 47 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Operating from the gun, Wilson flushed out right. His pass caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 10 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Carlos Dunlap just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. After the sack on first down, Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
An 11-yard pickup leads to 3rd and 6.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Where you at?
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder. Helped force the incompletion.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on fourth down.
Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, watch that.
They are going for it. It's Tannehill. He's going to go up top again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Go, go, go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. All day, dog. Hey, watch this.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
49-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Right there, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go. Wait, wait, wait. Mike spot 4. Watch the go.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Target. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Focus, defense, focus.
On 4th down, Tannehill. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And the Titans have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Stephen Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The throw complete to Dorsett, and he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds, because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And the Seahawks first down.
Just like that. 31 for Matt. One left. Hey, 0. 14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. On second down, here's Henry. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and...
Uncorks one for Davis. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Taken from just outside the 30. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down, Seattle.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Right here.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down.
Now Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run it with Carson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
42-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. From the gun, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Here's Carson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up first and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
Well, 2 touchdowns scored. I know his team's happy. His coaches are happy. How about the fantasy owners of this game?
Always happy with 2, but they'd like 3 or 4. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Score Seahawks 21, Titans 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this carries into the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 1.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Smith catches left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That's good.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
He was
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Rush in. Undercrush.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Derrick Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the night. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point try for Gostkowski.
Extra point.
And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Steven Gostkowski.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister.
Wilson's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On first down, Carson takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Tackle made right at midfield.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Left side, it's Dorsett. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
On the carry. The tackle made by Kevin Byard. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 38-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Wilson, he lets it, and this is taken in at the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 38 yards. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
8 yards on the pickup.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
The 41-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This is Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That would good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. A first down carry for Henry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play there. Second down. On second down, it's Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They get it to him running left. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one, is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
28. Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Oh, good return up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last shot for Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Tonight's final score.
So, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in her. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me.